Okay. So yeah, me personally, if I was Erica, I would have waited, like I said, to meet with the victims because she just wasn't in the place to hold space for them. And me personally, I thought the comment that she made during the last season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, saying potential victims was incredibly offensive because what she meant was we don't know if Tom stole these people's money. That's what she meant. But the connotation that it had and how it came off is like she was saying maybe they weren't injured. And as far as like physically, as far as what happened to them. And that for me as a victim would have been incredibly offensive to me. So if Erica had sat in my face, I would have immediately asked her about that comment and I would have told her how offensive it was. And I would have, basically waited for her to apologize for the comment. And to be honest with you, if she didn't apologize for it, or if she doubled down on it, I would honestly look into, with an attorney that specializes in that area, a defamation lawsuit, because you're making it seem like I'm lying about being injured and I'm not, and I don't fucking appreciate it, especially when I'm suffering. The man that got burned in the fire was talking about in the documentary, he still has to get several surgeries, and you're fucking sitting at Kathy Hilton's house eating caviar pie. You're not about to sit on an international television show and make it look like I'm a liar. Period. Um, Especially given the fact that the State Bar of California, the California State Bar set up a victims fund for these people to get paid out of. So somebody stole from me. So even if it's not Tom, it's somebody. Otherwise, the State Bar wouldn't be paying me. So for you to say potential victims is wrong. Literally wrong. Um and I appreciate, the fact that she apologized, but she apologized to these people on behalf of Tom and whoever else at the firm hurt them and all these different things. She still made herself out to be a victim, saying that nobody wanted to hear my side of things. They just wanted to blame me. Nobody wanted to hear what I had to say, blah, 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 blah. Again, you are a victim of Tom's abusing your trust, let's say, Erica, but you are not a victim in the same way these other people are. And so, as I've said, I don't appreciate her trying to act like she's similarly situated to these people, and it's a denial of the accountability she should have taken if she was going to meet with them. If you don't want to hold yourself accountable, if you don't want to take any responsibility, don't come sit and talk to me then, because I don't want to hear a bunch of fake shit. She said that she would do anything to help these victims. Don't believe it. And then she tried to, of course, blame the show and say, oh, well, the show is for entertainment. They wanted to focus on, what was going on with me and Tom. I don't decide what gets aired. You called us potential victims, and you need to take accountability for that. And she did not take it, and it bothered me a great deal. I'm just going to say. Okay, so Kimberly Archie, I won't say she was heavily featured, but she's shown several times in this documentary. She set up the meeting between Erica and these victims. She's a former consultant for Girardi Reese, which was Tom's old firm. And she had mentioned to her father that she wanted to be a lawyer. And her father said, I would rather you be a sex worker than a lawyer because at least it's an honest job. I get it, you don't like Tom. I get it, you think Tom's a horrible person. Don't appreciate the lawyer joke. I have wanted to be a lawyer my whole life, basically, ever since I was 6 years old. It was my dream. I love being a lawyer. It's something I'm really proud of. It's an accomplishment. It took 2 degrees and passing the bar exam to get here, and I have to pay bar dues every year and keep up with my continuing legal education every year. So this is something I'm very proud of, and my license is precious to me and means a lot to me, and I never do anything to put it in jeopardy. So And I mean, obviously, I went to school with a lot of people that are now lawyers, and I know a lot of lawyers. And um, I think that all of the lawyers that I know are very ethical people, take their license very seriously, care about legal ethics, and following the ethics that they need to follow as an attorney. So, like these lawyer jokes, they're not cute, and I don't appreciate them. So, shortly after, he was criminally charged and he's being sued by these people who never received their settlement money. And he's being criminally charged with wire fraud. So shortly after that, it comes out, well, it looks like Tom has dementia and he may not be competent to stand trial. So as soon as I heard that, I immediately said, it's a ploy. Because how are you all of a sudden now you have dementia? And to me, it's just like what it was being said was going on with him didn't, like, my grandmother had dementia, God rest her beautiful soul. And what was going on with him, what was being described, did not seem similar to what went on with my grandmother. Now, of course, dementia can show itself in different ways in different people, I'm sure. I'm not a neurologist. And I'm not saying he doesn't have dementia. I'm just saying it's very convenient that all of a sudden, now you're being sued by all these people, now you're being criminally charged, that's your response. Because let's face it, it's a great way to get out of taking responsibility for what you may or may not have done. So ultimately, Tom was found competent to stand trial. And even in that ruling, it was said that the appearance of his symptoms, the time of the appearance of his symptoms is suspicious, which I completely agree with. He pled not guilty to 5 charges of wire fraud. And I'm sure he did much more than that, but that's just what the prosecution feels comfortable that they can prove. And because it's not about what happened, it's about what can be proven in a court of law. Because the prosecution has to prove every element of every charge beyond a reasonable doubt to the jury. He will be standing trial in May. So I don't know, if that's going to be on like court TV or something, but if it's going to be televised, I definitely will be watching. Don't know if I will make TikToks about it, but I will definitely be tuned in. Something else that I said is that I could not believe that after everything that happened with Tom and what people were saying about Erica and her being sued, that she would continue to appear on a reality show. Because whatever you say is most likely going to be used in court if any of these lawsuits go to trial. So, the first lawyer, I didn't take note of his name, but that is also her friend. It said that if I had been advising her from the beginning, I would have said that she couldn't do the show. Her other lawyer, who seems to be more involved in her representation, said, well, she has to do the show because she has to make money. And that's true too. But if I was going to say, okay, you have to do the show because you need to make money, I'm going to advise her to, anytime this topic comes up, just say that I've advised you not to speak about it on camera. That's not what she did. And I'm not going to lie, this second lawyer, the one with the hand brace, sorry, I didn't take note of his name either, very much giving he's got a crush on Erica. It was kind of giving I'm in love with Erica. I only have a minute left, so I got to rush through because, like I said, I'm not making 3 videos. I just will end with, I hope that all of Tom's victims get all of the money that they're entitled to. It does not look like that's going to happen because either they can get money from the Victims Fund by the State Bar, which is capped at $100,000, or you can file as a creditor in Tom's bankruptcy case. But I don't know anything about bankruptcy law, so I don't know if they would have to be paid first since they were clients of him or if other creditors get paid before them. But in the documentary, it says most likely a lot of his victims are not going to see any money, which I think is terrible. If you watch this documentary, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.